To the channel here with another F1 2018 career mode video. Today we are at race number 10 of the 2018 career mode. And if you actually, firstly, I gotta say it's been a while since I've done a F1 2017 video, which I apologize, but I've had some stuff to do, so there wasn't really enough time to actually fit in an F1 2018 video. But now, thankfully we are, because we are at Silverstone, which is probably the closest thing that I can get to a home turf, like, race. Reason why? Because Northern Ireland, which is where I'm from, does not have a Formula 1 circuit. Yay! But as you can see, we are at the very top of the leaderboards by 4 points, ahead of Sebastian Vettel and Kimi Räikkönen. So, you know what? Let's just dive in, shall we? Ladies and gentlemen, if you do want to keep seeing F1 2018 career mode videos on the channel, you know what to do. Don't forget to smash the thumbs up button. So, I think last time, I believe we were either in the cusp of getting parts fitted or we had parts fitted, although I don't know. I think there may have been some parts that needed to be fitted, although...
We had a major issue on the production line earlier this week.
Oh,
so
yes, that's right.
The entire development package for this weekend has failed. Check your workstation for the details.
Yep. So, yeah, definitely some problems. We've had the front wing fail and tire wear. Although we are still the 5th fastest car out on the track, so it's not too bad, I guess. See, I reckon we can get both of these fixed for the next Grand Prix if we're lucky. But for now, we have to make do with what we've got. So let's go into P1, practice session numero uno, and let's see if we can actually do some good for us.
Welcome to Silverstone, home of Formula 1 racing in Great Britain.
Okay, so it looks like a good day.
Anthony Davidson, you've driven this circuit more than a few times in your career, and you've been around long enough to remember the pre-wing layout as well. But how do you like Silverstone in its current guise?
Well, the old circuit was a lot of fun, of course, but I do like the current...
Alright, so let me see, what's the weather going to be like? So, good. Okay, so it's going to be all clear, thank goodness. So before we actually head onto the track, let's actually put on... Wait, why have we got... on hard tire compound for this. But anyways, let's get ourselves a setup, which I'm actually going to be fitting on now. So basically, if you're new to the channel,
At some point before qualifying, let's get our track acclimatization program complete. It'll help us identify any specific problem areas on the circuit.
Thank you very much, Jeff. As I was saying before you so rudely interrupted, the reason why, if you're new to the channel, basically before every race or every practice session starts, I honestly like to just come in here and fiddle about with the car, actually make it my specifications, so to speak. So let's make that 8. So that's the car set up ever so nicely. So let's now
Okay, let's update the setup.
Thank you, Jeff. So let's go on to the track for some track acclimatization, which hopefully should go well. Actually, you know what? Beforehand, I need to actually learn the controls again, because basically, so what are the controls? Gear up and gear down. So X and square. Perfect. Apologies there. Just need to actually figure out the controls because I've been playing a lot of Forza Horizon 4 lately. So I haven't really had time to actually play the PlayStation as much. That wasn't a very good. Okay, that was good. Very nice. Thankfully, we're on what is the closest thing. We're on the closest thing that I can call a home circuit. Reason why, like I said at the beginning, Northern Ireland is where I'm from. Northern Ireland, so well, specifically Belfast, and we don't have a Grand Prix circuit, so the closest thing that we'd have is Silverstone, which is English, so it's part of the British Grand Prix. Well, that wasn't a very good DRS for us. Although, could improve. That was very smooth. Oh, and also as well, I haven't really been posting F1, the F1 show a lot.
Great stuff. You've pretty much nailed this circuit.
I haven't been posting a lot of the F1 show because basically, again, I've had stuff to do, so I've been a little bit busy. But I think at the time of live streaming, the Mexico Grand Prix has come and went, and we actually have a new world champion who, I will be honest, congratulations. I will say congratulations to I was going to say Sebastian Vettel there for a minute, but to Lewis Hamilton for actually winning the World Championship. And you know what? I'm actually going to be having a video out quite later. Well, I will be posting up a video of me explaining why I think that Sebastian Vettel didn't really have a chance, and what I thought made Hamilton win, even though I think that he probably shouldn't have. I mean, don't get me wrong, is Hamilton a good driver? Yes. But I still don't like him. I think he's just too cocky, too arrogant. I mean, I swear to God, I think he's the embodiment of me, James Hunt, but anywho, time to focus on the race now. That's not good. Get the ERS up to overtake. Just so we can actually close in some gap. So we can actually get somewhere.
That lap was too slow. You need to find more speed. Make sure to properly utilize your ERS modes.
Properly utilize it. Oh, that was too deep. Went in too deep. on. Now, just to focus on the lap time. Wait, Van Dorn's quicker than me? Fucking Van Dorn. Swear to God. Swear to God, Van Dorn. I hate that guy. Although I kind of do feel sorry for him because I don't think that Van Dorn will actually stay in McLaren. Why I think that is simple. Because he hasn't been given a lot, like, to actually do at McLaren. Or he may stay because now that Fernando is retiring, they may actually give him something to do. Oh, come on, ERS.
That's not good enough. Try using
Okay, you know what? No. Just move on to thing. And you say about Saturday. Yes I did. Yes I did, but for those of you who
Our best lap so far is a 1 minute 32.1.
Thanks for interrupting me, Jeff. As I was saying, I think I did speak about it, but just in case I didn't, I might as well. About a couple of days ago, actually, I was with Mr. One Shot, and we were actually in Belfast. There was a F1 show run, which basically, if you don't know what a show run is, it's basically where they get a Formula 1 car and tear it around the streets of the town, basically. And they actually went to our city, and basically they got a Red Bull RB8 and took it around Belfast. And it was driven by, I believe, David Coulthard, who, I gotta say, I like him, but it would have been better if someone like Max Verstappen would have been there, or Danny Ricciardo, like one of the modern F1 Red Bull guys. But don't get me wrong, DC, I ain't got no problems with DC. DC is a fantastic commentator and a decent driver, but many people won't know who DC is unless they actually watch like Channel 4, like his the coverage of the actual race. They would just notice him as a commentator. But yeah, I would have actually just preferred it to be one of the modern
We're down on our target times. Let's try to find a bit more.
Yes, Jeff. Thank you. But still, I think this circuit is not like me, even though it. I think I may have marked this circuit, so that's why it doesn't like me. So yeah, that probably has something to do with it. And technically David Coulthard didn't actually give you the hat. It was actually one of the representatives at Red Bull who were there. They were giving out like merchandise and stuff, like flags, t-shirts, hats, and all that stuff. And free Red Bull as well. So, hey, free Red Bull's not too bad, right? Come on. swear to God. I've got a feeling that this race is probably not going to go well. Why?
Final lap. This is the final lap of the program.
Because if these laps are anything to go by, then I don't think the car is actually going to cope well. Actually, you know what? Pull out of this. And you know what? There is one way to find out. Let's actually go skip into
Quick look at
qualifying.
the classification at the end of the session. Then.
Second place.
Here are your top three: Vettel, Knight, and
Let's
Kimi
see.
Räikkönen.
We actually got
Thank you
second.
for
I'm actually
joining us for
surprised.
free
But then
practice
again,
today.
everybody
We'll be
used
back with
mediums.
more Formula One action very
Except
shortly.
for us, Grosjean, the Toro Rossos, Alonso, weirdly, and Stroll. However, what has me worried is that everyone used the hard tires and they did better than us. So I'm expecting for them to actually still do better than us. Why? Because it's a Sauber, so Sauber's there. I'm not expecting a win. But as long as I get a little bit ahead of like the championship leaders, then it shouldn't be too bad, right? So 247, 346 altogether. Very nice. So I think that may actually mean, alright, weather forecasts and everything. I think we can actually start development on our parts. So this should put us like on paying him a pass. You know, I think our downforce may actually need a little bit more work done onto it. So actually concentrate on the downforce. Now, you know what? I think I want to try a different setup.
It's time once again then for qualifying here at Silverstone on what we're hoping will be a tight contest for pole position. And as we wait, poised for the start of what...
Actually, you know what? I want to try and get a different setup. So... fuel doesn't really matter. For... switch this down. Get this all the way up. Get this about to 89. I'm gonna fiddle about with the suspension and everything. Basically, I'm just gonna fiddle about with every single thing on the car until actually, so I can actually go out there and set a good lap. 83, 63. Although, since this is a entirely new setup, so that
Track is pretty empty right now. Lots of space.
ballast. Thank you, Jeff. So, what I'm actually going to do is I'm actually going to go out onto the track and actually get in about 2 laps. Yeah, I'll get 2 laps in. Before, and then go into the pits. Alright, so get 2 laps done. Whoa, Bottas! Whoa! Bottas, what the hell? Jesus Christ. Bottas just actually went all the way off the track. The Valtteri's just going to use on our slipstream. Which is not good, although it may actually give us the get up and go that we need. Get up and go. Hamilton, the world champion, has set the fastest lap. Not too bad, Lewis. Not too bad. Let's see where we can be. I think Bottas is actually purposefully trying to stay behind so we can give him a bit of a tow. I mean, it'd be smart because we're champions. Well, so far the champions. 1.2 seconds slower than Hamilton. God! I'm not sure where we're going to be. I hope that we're in a good enough position. Fifth place. Let's see if we can actually get a little bit more speed. See if we can. Let's see if we can go just a tiny bit faster.
We have 2 laps of fuel remaining.
Although I sincerely doubt it. I hope we can get just a tiny bit faster. Oh, that probably wasn't too good. Come on. No, that probably wasn't good. So, get all this out of the way so that we don't do it actually in the main race. No. Turned a bit too late. That was definitely bad. One more time. Not even focus on the time. Don't even focus on the time. Come on. Go, 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 go. You know what? Return to the garage. Where are we now? Actually, you know what? What place are we now on the grid? 10th. We're 10th.
If you want to know specific information or make certain changes to the car during a pit stop, you can tell me what you want over the radio. Press and hold the radio button to activate the system, and you can either speak the command or select it manually from the radio screen that will appear on the multifunction display. While the radio is active, cycle through command groups with the MFD button.
Alright, so I've got a minute, so let's... No, don't accelerate time. Let's actually go out for one more...
Checks complete. We're ready.
I think we're actually going to do a bad starting position. You know what? That was not very good. Although, I am a bit rusty. So, Where
so
are we?
Qualifying is complete and we're all set for an exciting
Leclerc
race
is
tomorrow.
sixth and
Your
we
top three are Hamilton, Vettel and Kimi
are
Räikkönen.
16th. Oh, the team's not gonna like this. We said to the team, we can get if place. I don't. The team is gonna hate us. God. But it's okay. A lot of good drivers start at like low positions. I mean, Verstappen. My boy Max Verstappen actually. He may have actually. And he's actually going to actually do very
Obviously,
good.
I expected a better session, but these things happen from time to time. Try to make up for it in the race.
Okay. So, based on that awful display, let's actually go and maybe I don't know, maybe people actually got some penalties. So that's what I can hope for. I hope that somebody's actually gotten a time penalty so that we can actually move up a bit. So let's see.
We're right back where it all began. The very first World Championship Grand Prix was held here at Silverstone in 1950, with Giuseppe Farina taking the top step of an all-Alfa Romeo podium. He earned 9 championship points that day on his way to the inaugural title. His winning total at the season's end, just 30 points. My, how times have changed. So let's see who can reach the top step of the modern podium today. The 3.6-mile-long Silverstone circuit is one of the longest of the season.
One of the most iconic tracks in all the world.
With average lap speeds reaching around 145 miles per hour, it's also one of the quickest tracks of the year. Watch out for cars taking the right-handers of Abbey and Copse flat out.
Well, hopefully flat out.
With me today, of course, is Anthony Davidson.
Hey.
Let's talk about Knight.
Ooh, they're
As with
talking
all
about
the
it.
drivers at this level, they have a lot of ambition. But Formula One's a daunting step up from any other series. So
Hey, look at
expectations are high
that. It's
right
us.
from the start.
That's right, it is a difficult environment to come into. In junior categories, you're competing against drivers with similar levels of experience. But some of
Obviously,
these guys
Sauber aren't in
Formula
the
One have been
constructors.
there for over a decade. But I have to say, in this case, it's so far so good.
Hamilton and Toto. Very nice.
We're almost ready to go then.
Alright, so this is the one we've been waiting for. Come on, get penalties,
up
people.
on pole position with Sebastian Vettel starting
Hamilton,
alongside.
alright.
Looking down the rest of the grid, we have Räikkönen, Verstappen, Valtteri Bottas, and Leclerc, Ricciardo, Hülkenberg, Magnussen, and Carlos
Anyone?
Sainz, Grosjean, Alonso, Sergio Perez, and Ocon,
Anyone?
Gasly, Knight, Stoffel,
You're
Van
kidding
Dorn,
me.
and
Nobody
Brendan
got a
Hartley,
penalty?
Stroll, and Sergei Sorokin.
The one race. The one fucking race.
Okay, be wary of the cars ahead braking suddenly into one. We could ruin our race if we hit them. Good luck.
Thank you, Jeff. So, the strategy that the team have for us today is to do a one stop at lap number 5 and then continue the race on mediums. I like that idea, and I don't want to mess about with the fuel, so... I'm gonna take the racing line. Ooh. Holy! What the hell happened there? I need to see that. I need to see what actually happened, because I think I'm right in saying that's alright. Let's piggyback on to here. Oh, the 2 Ferraris! Who was that, though? The 2 Ferraris actually, like, tapped into each other. Although, 16th to 9th is really good. There's our teammate actually battling Ricardo.
Well done, mate. Nice start.
Thank you very much, Jeff. Alright, so can we actually make any more overtakes before the end of the first lap? We're closing in on Magnussen by quite a bit, and Magnussen's catching up with Hulkenberg and Leclerc. So this should be interesting. Ooh, that... Nope. I know, I said I wasn't going to, but I had to. Come on, you saw that. Again. Hulkenberg. Alright, so Hulkenberg's right in front of us, and then Leclerc. Then our teammate is right in front of him. Come on. What's this engine like? Ah, maybe that's why. A little bit shaky there. Although Hulkenberg still hasn't lost this. Which is good. He's pulling away a little bit, but I reckon this section we can actually start to close a bit. Or Magnussen can actually start to close to us. 7 seconds ahead of 7 seconds faster than the fastest lap, so not too bad. What's Carlos Sainz? I may have clipped the corner a bit.
We're approaching the pit window. You'll be on the mediums.
Alright, so now it's a question of what to do in terms of tires. We only got lucky with those overtakes. I'm just putting it out there that those overtakes were just a matter of your luck. Come on. God's sake. No matter how fast I go, I cannot seem to catch Nico. I can't seem to catch Nico and Charles.
The battery is low on energy. Reduce ERS deployment.
Come on. Lap number 5.
You're losing a small amount of time to the car behind. Keep pushing.
Alright, do a little bit of blocking against Magnussen. Hulkenberg, I need you to have a problem with your car. come in this lap.
Confirmed. We'll receive you at the end of this lap.
I'm going to take a massive gamble and actually come in 1 lap earlier than expected. See if that will actually coax anyone into pitting. Although I very much doubt it, but you never know. We may actually get lucky and someone like Hulkenberg may actually get in. Maybe a couple of the leaders as well. Although we are not that lucky.
Gap to car in front is 2.1 seconds.
Stay on the fast line. Ooh. Magnussen. Oh, that's dirty, Magnussen. 30, 30, 30. Again, what was 30 was the blocking.
Try to stay with him, he might make a mistake. We could still regain the position.
What the hell? Okay, maybe not. Maybe not. Alright, so going in now. Now this is where things can either go so well or things could fuck up catastrophically. I'm hoping it's the form. Alright, so nobody else is coming in.
Complete, go now.
So we are the only ones that have come in.
Up to speed now. Let's get some heat into those tyres.
Thank you. Alright, 37.3 seconds ahead. Fine. What the hell is going on with Sainz's car? Although I wish that thing was actually as bad as the round that was in front of me. Goddamn Hulkenberg. The powertrain on this may be good. However, it's nothing if the rest of the car isn't up to par as well. But anyways, I'm 1 position down from where I was.
We pretty much burned off our excess fuel. We'll be back on target soon. Don't wait too long to turn the engine down.
Engine on rich fuel mode. That's a lot of people going in. There's a lot of people going into the pits right now. That's a Renault, that's a Renault. Oh no. Hulkenberg, god damn it, again! Although his tires are cold. His tires are cold, we can probably use.
The car ahead has come in to fit the mediums. Car ahead, now running medium tyres.
Right, so now... the car in front has just come in, if you come out of the pits, which means his tires are colder, which would mean that he has to go lower because his tires haven't warmed up yet. They haven't really gotten sticky.
Charles is in the pits.
Leclerc is in the pits at all. Activating DRS. So I am on him now. Come on.
Battery charge is low. If we turn down the ERS deployment, we can harvest more energy.
Oh, that shot, come on! Come on. So I'm 7th place now. Come on. If I can get... My rival for this race is Nico Hulkenberg. If I can get past him... If I beat Hulkenberg, that means I would consider this race a success. Pretty low expectations, I know, but today has been one of those races. Today has been one of those 0 expectations. Charles, lead it.
Okay, clear.
That was not my fault. But Charles, if you want to go out of the race in the middle of the track, that's great as well.
We have 5 laps of fuel remaining.
Come on. Every race I keep... Ooh, Grosjean's out of the race. Grosjean and Leclerc are both out. That is interesting. Will there be a safety car, I wonder? Please let there be a safety car. I'm begging you, God, let there be a safety car. Where are they, though?
Charles is out of the race.
I feel bad because I was partially responsible. Okay. Come on. Go. Alright, I'm 1.1 seconds behind Nico. Now come on. Do this. Hulkenberg! A Ferrari and a Red Bull are both fighting, which would mean they could slow each other down. There's a Ferrari and a Mercedes. DRS. Thank God, DRS. Every time we get to near this sector, we close in on Hulkenberg. As soon as this braking zone comes, we get further away.
Reduce the ERS deployment, please. We need to charge the battery.
Hulkenberg close. We're closing in on Hulkenberg. Look, that's how close.
There's 3 laps of fuel remaining.
But that corner, always gets to me. But wait, Alonso's behind us? This is a strange race. Come on. Gap in front. Driver in front.
Hulkenberg is ahead of you. The gap is less than a second. They're on fresh mediums. Their tyres are 4 laps old. The time last lap was a 1:32.5.
God damn. If we can get the next DRS zone, then I'll be glad. Although 1.5 seconds, it's not good.
Our gap behind is 8.8 seconds.
At least we got an 8.8 second gap behind us. So that's not too bad, like. It's not too bad, I guess, but
Fuel is at target -1. Let's turn the engine down, please.
fine. Which I think the best that we're gonna get is P7.
Okay, gap ahead is 2.1 seconds.
Something happened behind. Wait a minute. Who's that? What? That's Valtteri. That's Bottas.
Green flag.
What is going on with this race? Bottas is out. A Ferrari is out. Sainz is out. What the hell is going on? And whatever it is,
There's
can
only
you keep
1
it
lap
up?
of fuel remaining.
Sixth place is a good position to actually stay. Wait, Bottas is not out? But he was backward! I mean, sixth place is a strong enough position for us. I mean, I like that we're in sixth place. 6 is a good number. 6 is a good number. It's a strong number. Good position for us to actually be. Although I think Mr. Bottas is going to be closing in on us quite a lot. I know one of the Ferraris is out. So please let that be.
Okay, we need some energy harvesting. Reduce ERS deployment.
Alright, so last
This
lap.
is your final lap of the race.
Here we are.
The gap to the car behind is 3.2 seconds.
3.2 seconds ahead of Bottas. Let's keep it that way, please! As long as Bottas doesn't get DRS, then we're all fine. My goal was if I could beat Hulkenberg, then I would consider the race a success. I'd like to change that goal to if I could stay ahead of Bottas, then the race would be considered a success. Well, at least in my perspective. I mean, compared to where we started in 16th, and we got 10 places higher than where we started. So that's not a bad way to actually end the race. Hold on, just gotta have to pause again because otherwise my TV would have shut down, and that's not what I would need before a race ended. And there we are, 6th place. Not too bad.
Top job, my friend, top job. I was a bit worried about this one at the start of the weekend, but you've pulled through. Thank you.
Don't thank me. Thank the car. I mean, the track wasn't really the best for us.
So Mercedes have won it,
but
so what a great race it was.
Toto. Who won? Was it Hamilton?
And I have to wonder, Anthony Davidson,
Hamilton?
just what set them apart from the competition here.
Well, I'd say it's just raw pace, plain and simple. I mean,
Alright, so let's see who is in first, second, and third. Alright, so Hamilton in a line of Red Bulls, Danny Rick and Max Verstappen. Although I think Verstappen's second, I believe. Let me see. Yep, Verstappen was
And
second.
after this round of the World
Actually, Danny Rick was
Championship,
second.
Here's how things
Verstappen
look in the
was
drivers'
third.
table. Knight
Right.
increases their championship lead. Now then, Anthony Davidson, who was your driver of the day?
Come on, give it to
I
me.
have to give it to Knight.
Yes!
He demonstrated a very delicate touch in close proximity to other cars, as well as showing a lot of maturity
So,
and patience in difficult
wait, where was
situations.
Vettel?
And now
Vettel
let's take
was
a
the one
look
that
at
spun off at the
constructors'
first lap.
standings. It was a tough race for our championship leaders who lose ground
Alright,
at the
so
top
let's
of
see.
the table.
We are,
Well,
yes,
what a
we're
weekend
still
that
at
has been.
first.
Please
Hell
join
yes.
us next time
Kimi
for another
Raikkonen's actually
thrilling
overtook
installment
his
of this Formula
teammate
One season.
and is actually only 9 points behind us, so we have to be aware from that. And Leclerc actually drops down to 10th after being knifed. And nothing's changed in the constructors. So overall, that wasn't too bad. It could have been better, but it could have been worse at the same time. So I consider that a pretty goddamn successful one. Fuck no Claire? Aww. But anyway, in either rates, we're going to be getting some resource points, so let's hope we actually get some good resource points. Bonus to 66. Team goals. Hell yeah. Ooh, 950. 1,000 resource points? Yes. So that's good. That's very good.
Great work. That's exactly the kind of result I'm looking for. Keep it up. We've received invitations to new historic
Thank you
events.
very much.
You'll be able to
So,
choose whether or not to participate before the end of
I
this
may
weekend.
actually develop
hit your
this
last team
part
goal.
What do you
and
think of this one?
we're already developing a wing part, but if it's recommended, I gotta go with it. But you know what? We've actually got an invitational event to do. MP413 or Lotus 79. I gotta go for a 98 MP4. I mean, come on, it's a McLaren. When in doubt, take a McLaren. I'm on the circuit, so we're on the circuit of the Americas. Short circuit. Bad pun, I know. No pun. Again, I know, but still. Give it to me! But in either case, let's actually get started with the invitational event, which I think is a pursuit one, which, yeah, they're in slower cars, but they got a head start, so I gotta overtake every single one of them. Oh, that sounds so good. Whoa, that probably could have been a little bit better. Ooh. Move up the way. Man, does this thing sound glorious? Go, 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 go. This sounds so good. Now I have to catch up with the last guy before the race, before the pursuit challenge. I do like the sound of this going on car a lot, but I would have actually preferred to be in the MP4 Ford that they're driving.
Okay, watch the aggression, please. We don't want to lose places because of a penalty.
It's not my fault that the car...
If you continue to cut corners, the stewards will give you a penalty.
Well, I'm sorry that the fucking 1990s were death trap. Well, they're supposed to be more safer than the 1994. But first rule about Formula 1 when it comes to the All Saints Network, we do not talk about 1994. We don't talk about 1994 or Imola. It's just too much. Isn't even live, I mean, still. But I'm pretty sure there may be some of you who are old enough to actually remember what had happened at Imola in 1994. But still, the first rule of the All Saints Network F1 Club is we do not talk about very nice. Very successful challenge. Completed. Score 1 for SaintsKnight. Yeah, motherfucker. But anyways, I think what we need to do is we actually need to figure out if our parts have been fitted in, and as soon as that's done, I'll end the stream. But what we need to do is actually find out if it's done. So, drum roll, please. I'm guessing the points failed. Eventually, when it loads, I guess we'll...
We had the new parts come through from the factory. We'll get them on the car ahead of FP1.
No, did all of them? Yeah! Ooh! We are actually the 4th... Is that right? The 4th fastest car on the grid. Faster than Renault, Haas, Force India, McLaren, obviously, Toro Rosso, and Williams. So this should be a very interesting, like, turn of events. But we will have to look forward to that next week. For now, I'm afraid it is now time to end today's video. Hope you guys did enjoy that. If you did, then please do me a huge favor. Smash the thumbs up button, subscribe if you're new to the channel, and if you're not new, then do not forget to click the bell icon next to the subscribe button to get notified on all upcoming videos. And until next time, guys, we'll see you in the next video. Until then, it's your boy SaintsKnight here, signing off. Peace.